Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Live Tarot. Today we have a new pick a card reading where we will be going in deep on, are you on your person's mind? Whether it's your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you and this connection, this relationship at this time? So within that, we're going to be taking a look at a lot of things. We're going to be taking a look at their current thoughts and feelings. What would they say to you if you are in some form of struggle or separation, or you just not have been communicating well lately, you know, like maybe just kind of missing the mark with each other. That happens as well in relationships. So I kind of put that under the struggle category, you know, sometimes, you know, struggling with communication. So what would they say to you from their higher self? What do they want to do next? What are, you know, immediate future energies here? And stay with me until the end, because we will also be getting you guidance on timing as to when things may shift or when something may happen that you've been wanting for a long time. And then we will round it all out with final advice from Spirit for you. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome to all of the new subscribers, and a big hug to everybody who is part of the Live Tarot family. I am so grateful to have you here. You know that it is my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. So today I have some really cool animal spirits for you to choose from. So as always, be very gentle with yourself. Take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest, because this is a general reading, right? But if you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique connection, your unique journey, you can have a personal reading with me. Or you can also order the oracle decks that I have created for you and will be also using in this reading. So you can pick from group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. So for group number 1, we have the beautiful horse. So if you'd like to take a deep breath, see which you feel most intuitively guided to. For group number 2, we have the owl. And for group number 3, we have the octopus. So go ahead and make your selection, and we're going to get started with the horse. All right, my beautiful group 1 that chose the horse. Let's take a look at, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking about you? So we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot, and then we will open up the oracle cards as well. So for our beautiful group 1, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time, group 1? Beautiful. We have the King of Cups. We have the Moon. We have the Star. Wow, beautiful. And let's take a look at, which I normally don't do, but I feel guided to today. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Swords. Okay, that is interesting. So we're going to put that there. And the thing is here, you are absolutely on your person's mind. And I feel like what they're going through right now is a very, very deep sense of emotional turmoil, emotional connection. there's a lot of emotion flowing here, okay, between the two of you. I feel like your person, they have come from a particular cycle, okay? They've been going through a particular cycle here where things are just not appearing as clear to them in their life. Okay, so there's a struggle here, and I feel like the struggle of the moon coming through here as a central energy tells us, group one, that the things that are making your person feel like they have a lack of clarity in their life are also the same things that are contributing to whatever is going on in your connection as well, right? Because I feel like they're feeling very off in other aspects of their life. There are things that they want to accomplish that they have not been able to accomplish. There's like a certain kind of person that your person wants to be, okay? It's coming through very strongly. It's like they have a vision for who they think they are, who they wish to be in the world. They have a vision for how they want to actually show up in the world and what they want to contribute to the world. I feel like for many of you, your person may be somebody who is very creative. They may be some sort of an artist, musician, or even if that's not what they do as a living, it's part of their identity. It's part of their passion, or it's part of their calling. There's something about them that wants to make an impact or wants to have influence in the world through either creativity or through their art. And again, it doesn't have to be their primary occupation or their primary job, but it's definitely something that they feel passionate about. Like I feel like this person, your person, is somebody who is very sensitive, somebody who is very emotional, although they may or may not fully show that. And that emotion and that sensitivity is also very much around that passion that they have, whether it's, through their specific career or whether it's as a hobby or something that they feel is their calling that they may not be doing as a career. So there's a lot of, I feel that there's a lot of lack of clarity and turmoil that is going on in terms of who they think they are and who they wish to be. Because with this star's energy, I feel like they're looking for hope. There's a part of this, like they want to be a star themselves. They also feel that you are a star. So there's something here with this energy, like the star really does represent us stepping into our own greatness. And it also very much represents having hope that that is possible, right? Like sometimes we may want to be better. We may want to be the best version of ourselves, but because of life circumstances or obstacles that get in our way or lack of clarity that we may have, we almost lose hope. We live a life of quiet desperation. If any of you know Henry David Thoreau and Walden, one of my favorite books, I feel like, this is something that he said, that most people are living lives of quiet desperation. And, we can interpret that in many different ways, but I've always seen that as if you are not fulfilling your potential, if you're not fulfilling your greatness or your purpose in this world, I feel like that is when you start living a life of quiet desperation, right? As in you are putting something down that is within you that needs to come out. And I feel like with your person, in terms of them thinking about you, I feel like that includes their feelings for you as well. Like there's a repression energy that is coming through here. They're highly emotional about you. You are in their thoughts constantly when it comes to their emotions. You spark within them very, very deep emotion and passion, but this may be something that they are also repressing at this time because there's some lack of hope here. And I feel like part of the lack of hope has to do with this Five of Swords energy. So your person may also be struggling, group one, with how they see themselves or maybe their lack of worldly success. Like for some of you, I feel like your person wants a sort of worldly success or is pursuing a type of worldly success that maybe has not arrived yet in the way that they want it to. Okay, that's for some of you, maybe not for everybody. But you know, the definition of worldly success is very different for different people, right? But I feel like there's something, and when I feel this energy of worldly success, I feel like what spirit is truly referring to is that there's some sort of acknowledgement that your person is seeking. Like there's some sort of desire within them to see other people acknowledge or value them. And I feel like that is a desire that also extends to you. Like they want your approval. They may not say it, they may not act like it, but they want your approval. They want your validation. They want some sort of acknowledgement from you for what their gifts are. You know, it's almost like there's a sense of lack of confidence that they have in their gifts. And with this Five of Swords energy, I feel like their ego also gets in the way, right? And I feel like this Five of Swords energy may also be coming through in your connection, because I feel like you may feel some sort of a barrier between the two of you. Like you feel like this person lets you in, lets you close to them, but only to a certain extent. And then you feel like you hit some sort of wall of pride, wall of ego, secrecy wall. You know, with this moon's energy, I feel like they have certain secrets that they are not sharing. And this doesn't, I'm not sensing that they're like these secrets that will upset you. I feel like it's secrets about their own soul. Okay, there's something that there's something going on in their soul, in their heart, in their life purpose, that they keep a secret or that they are too afraid to share. But if they did that, if they open themselves up to you in that way, which I think they're very seriously considering right now, like I feel like there's certain things about themselves that they deeply, deeply want to share with you, Group 1. And when I mean by secrets, I mean really these secrets of the soul, you know, like things like that are their deepest hopes, their deepest dreams, their deepest desires, their deepest fears. I feel like they may not have fully let you into that aspect of themselves. So that's why this moon's energy is giving us a little bit of a veil over those secrets, right? And I feel like there's a part of them that is so central to who they are, that is so part of them wanting to step into the greatness, wanting to step into the star's energy, that when they reveal this to you, it will bring your connection to a new level, because you will feel, Group 1, that you're finally knowing this person at a very deep, deep level. And for some of you, I'm feeling that maybe part of the reason why they haven't openly shared these deep aspects of themselves with you is because they also see you as a star. There's something about you that when they think of you, they deeply respect. So Group 1, you may have achieved certain things in your life. You may be living your life purpose. You may be doing things, or, you know, going after your goals or what it is that you want in a way that your person also wants to, but may be afraid to do that. And so they're also seeing you as a superstar. They're also seeing you as an example of maybe stepping into a more fearless energy, you know, maybe stepping into a more bold energy. But there's also a part of them that is a little embarrassed, you know, is a little bit shy about the fact that they see you, acknowledge and appreciate you for pursuing your dreams or your goals, but their own ego kind of stops them. The fears around their ego brings up fears of failure, fears of embarrassment, fears of what will people think. So they themselves don't open up in the same way. And I feel that with this Five of Swords energy, both of you may have already been feeling this. You know, like both of you may have already been kind of coming up against that friction of the Five of Swords. You may have egos already kind of butting heads. And that's very natural too. You know, we all have an ego, so that's okay. But I feel like your person is very concerned about wanting to open up more, wanting to be closer to you, and realizing that they're not fully taking advantage of the opportunity to come closer to you. So they desire very much to get closer and closer to you, but it may be that they inch their way instead of like leaping their way into being closer to you, right? So this may require, group one, this may require you to be a bit more patient, you know, a bit more patient in the timing of how this person moves forward towards you. They're, because we're getting this moon's energy, we're getting this, you know, wanting to step into something bigger, but lacking the confidence, wanting to reveal their innermost self to you, but maybe lacking the confidence. You may have to be a little bit patient in that they are moving closer and closer to you, but they're taking their sweet time, like they're doing it in a very measured way. So if you feel that the relationship is maybe inching forward, it's a little bit slower than what you're normally used to, you may want to reconsider if you feel this person is worth it, if you feel this very deep connection and you know that the emotions are there. And with this King of Cups energy, they're definitely there. Okay, there's a lot of love, a lot of emotion, a lot of connection here. So it may just be that, you know, you guys take your time, you know, take your time as you move forward. And be aware that there will be, yeah, oh my gosh, See, there you have it. This is so interesting. So this person definitely, you know, again, with that Five of Swords energy, I feel like, oh my God. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Didn't I just say you may have to have patience with this person? Amazing. And look at this. Wow. Heart-to-heart conversations. See, so what I'm feeling here, Spirit, is that your person, they so want to come closer and closer to you, okay? They feel inspired by you. They admire you. They appreciate you. They will open up the more you have these heart-to-heart conversations. I think this is what this person needs, and I'm not surprised at all, because look at this King of Cups energy. I just feel like this person very much is an emotional being. They have a depth, they have deep emotion running through them, but it takes them time to open up those emotions because they're afraid of sharing the depth of the emotions that they do feel. But the more heart-to-heart conversations that you two will have, the more you can honestly discuss your feelings, the safer this person feels, and you know, the safer you feel. This is a two-way street, right? You have to feel safe with them as well, right? And I feel like that's another thing that they are actively thinking about when they think of you. They realize that it takes them time to feel safe with their emotions. It takes them time to share their emotions. They're also considering that they want you to feel safe in sharing yours. Like, they're also thinking about what can they do to make you feel more safe, to make you feel more connected to them, so that you each can get over any of this Five of Swords energy that is coming through here, right? That the two of you can get over any kind of butting of the heads here. That you can get over the fears that the ego brings up, right? Like, what if I am raw? What if I share my deepest desires and fears, and then what if I regret that? What if it makes me feel so exposed? What if it makes me feel too vulnerable? So I really feel that in this particular reading, group one, there is a sense of vulnerability. Okay, the question here is not the love and the connection. that is there. I feel like the whole theme of this reading and what Spirit really wants you to know, Group 1, is that this is something that is going to unfold. It's going to unfold over time because both of you are inching towards each other, building trust so that each of you could be open to being more vulnerable with each other. And this person specifically, they are not easily vulnerable. They don't want to, or they are afraid to open up their vulnerable side. So it definitely can seem like they procrastinate. Okay, it can definitely seem like they procrastinate in a lot of their lives. And I feel like this procrastination energy is something that is not just an energy between the two of you. Like, I feel like it's you, I'm sure you're feeling it within the energy of the connection or the relationship, but I also feel that you will see this energy of procrastination also around their life. You know, like you may see that they have a lot of gifts to give to the world. You may see that they have a lot of passion, they have purpose, there are things that they want to do and contribute to the world. But you may also be seeing them procrastinating in doing that as well, right? You may see that this person, you know, has lofty goals, has a lot of passion, but they take their time to bring that out. And I feel like, again, that is going to be the ongoing challenge here is, can your person get past the egoic fears? Can they get past the fears of their ego when it comes to love, when it comes to success, when it comes to them stepping into their greatness? Can they get past that Five of Swords energy so that you guys can create something very beautiful in this connection? But as I said before, and here is Spirit confirming, this may require some patience, you know? But building up patience in one's life is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, if you look at how hectic and busy, right, life is in the modern world right now, how it seems like we're always rushing to someplace, rushing from someplace, right? We're always like rush, 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 do. There's just so much pressure to do things fast, right? So maybe this energy of patience may teach the both of you to be more in the present moment with each other and to build something slowly that is going to last over time. Because see, your person is getting the barrel energy here. And I feel like, see, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So isn't this interesting? Group 1, are you seeing how consistent your person's energy is throughout this reading? It's like, you know, you can tell that right now they're going through that moon phase cycle, this moon's energy here being their central energy, that, you know, they've been going through this sense of like, oh, everything is lacking. Okay, I'm not getting what I want in love because I'm not opening up, right? That's not your fault. It's them not opening up. It's them, you know, moving forward very slow and in a procrastination kind of way. They're not getting what they want, perhaps in money or in their goals, right? Wanting to be the superstar, but being really set back with this moon's energy. I feel like this barrel really does represent them feeling quite empty lately and wanting to have more purpose in their life, wanting to have more direction in their life, and wanting to express their gifts more, but perhaps not knowing how to express them more, and not knowing how to express them in a way that makes them feel not shut down by the energy of fear, right? Not shut down by the energy of the ego showing them their great fears. So let's take a look at specific messages. What would they want to say to you? And while I'm shuffling the cards, can you please go ahead and give this video a like? It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. You have no idea how powerful you are. When you do that, you are literally helping me, a single mom, put my older kid through college. He's already there and I miss him dearly. but I'm so glad that he is loving it. And my little guy who is prepping to go to college. So yeah, you have no idea how much you help us, and it really does mean the world. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So take these messages as they resonate for your situation. They are specific. So here we have, you challenge me in ways that make me grow. Even though it's difficult, I know it's right. See? I said this before, if you remember group 1, I said this before, that there is something very special about you, okay? They see you as this star. There's something about you that they see. It's kind of like, I want a piece of that too. You know, it's like you are beautiful, you are loving, you are kind, you know, go after your dreams, you know, you try to stay in alignment, you know, you're a spiritual being. Like, you may be all these things, and you may think that your person isn't noticing that. They are. Even if they're not commenting on it, they're absolutely noticing that, and they are in awe of you. Okay, but the challenge of that is also, and I don't want to say challenge because I think it's a positive thing, is that there's something about you that challenges them to grow as well. And we saw this from the beginning of the reading, is that they want a piece of that, as in they want to be with you romantically, but they also want to kind of, you know, be inspired to be as dedicated, maybe even as fearless as you are, group 1. See, it's so beautiful. There's a beautiful challenge here for this person's growth, and that's a good thing, right? We should be helping one another to grow in relationships. I keep replaying everything that happened between us in my mind. It hurts too much. Okay, so take this as it resonates. For some of you who are in some form of separation or struggle, maybe something has happened in this connection that has left you guys in some state of, we need to step back. Okay, so they are thinking about you, replaying everything that happened, and they have not let go of that. They have not let go of you. So that may be, for some of you, what this moon's energy is also all about. I have toxic people and situations in life that keep me from being with you. I'm too weak to fight it. Okay, so again, for some of you, this moon's energy, being the central energy, may have contributed to this situation. Okay, and I'm feeling for some of you, again, take it as it resonates, you may be in some sort of struggle or separation at this time because there are some third parties involved that could be romantic or could also be family or other people that your person is responsible for. So I feel like that may be another reason why your person is procrastinating. Right? This may be, this toxic situation is contributing to that lack of clarity. It's keeping them in that moon's energy, and it may have kept them procrastinating on moving this connection forward. And you may have lost your patience. You know, they may have asked you for patience. You know, they may have asked you for some time. You may have given them some time, but at some point you may have said enough is enough, you know. So let's take a look at what they wish to do next, and then stay with me until the end, because we will also get you timing as well as final advice from Spirit. So for our beautiful group 1, see, yeah. What is happening next here? What are the future energies, immediate future energies? Wow, okay. So I feel like there is something here that your person is running from. Okay, for some of you, they may have been a runner in this connection. Okay, there's something that they are running from. And it's interesting because, see, I feel like for some of you, and take this as it resonates, I'm getting multiple energies here. For some of you, I feel like your person is dealing with self-deception, right? As in, for some of you, they are definitely in some sort of a toxic connection with somebody else or a third party. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. There may be toxic connections around family or around other responsibilities that they have. And so they have been in a deep sense of, self-deception, self-denial, like not wanting to admit the deep feelings that they have here, not wanting to become vulnerable and open themselves up. Maybe some of them have been wearing a mask. And again, we've seen this throughout the reading, right? That they are harboring some sort of secrets about themselves, about who they really are inside, that they want to drop the mask, but it is very hard for them to drop the mask. So I feel like we are still in this energy of things are shifting. But again, didn't I say before that this may be a slower moving energy? You may have to have patience as your person starts to lower the mask and let you in more and more deeply, as they start to lower the mask and stop running. See, I feel like there's two energies here. For some of you, your person is running or has run from this because they could not lower that mask. Okay. And for those of you who are in that position, just know that they are feeling like shit. Like they are feeling cold, frozen out, and totally disconnected from the love that they want with you. Okay. So I feel like this runner's energy does represent two things. One is that they have run from this and now they are regretting it. And they know that in order to have you back, they need to start dropping the mask and being vulnerable. For some of you, I feel like this runner energy is running too, as in they are running away from this, whatever is toxic in their life or whatever has been holding them back or making them procrastinate, and they are running to you. Okay, they're wanting to run to you because if there's been a struggle, separation, there's been lack of communication, they are missing you deeply. They feel like they are just out in the cold without you. But what I love about this outcome is that, to me, this shows us that in their thoughts of you, they are deeply aware of what needs to be done here. Your person understands that if they want to be with you, if they want to have an amazing relationship with you, they have to drop the mask. They have to be vulnerable. They have to open up and start connecting with you at a very deep level. And I feel like that is a huge realization for them. And I feel like many of them are coming into that energy of like, I know what I have to do and I am going to go for it. Okay, I'm going to run towards you. I'm going to run towards this connection because I don't want to be away from it anymore. All right, so during the first quarter moon phase, you may want to look up when that is, there is a lot of high vibrational energy around this connection. So you may find this phase to be very fruitful for a transformation in your connection. And let's take a look at Spirit's final advice for Group 1. Spirit, can you give us your final advice? Can you give us your final advice for Group 1? Make time for self-love. Beautiful. Make time for self-love. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful Group 2 that chose the owl, here is your reading. So are you on their mind? We're going to start with your tarot and then we'll go ahead and open up these oracle cards as well. So Spirit, for our beautiful Group 2, Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you? We have the Tower. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, well, there is some, wow, look at that. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, so I'm feeling that for some of you, there has definitely been some sort of a betrayal here, some sort of a third-party situation, some sort of knowledge, information, something that has come to light very suddenly, okay? And whatever this was, it has really caused a lot of turmoil in your connection and in your relationship, okay? I'm getting different types of energies here, so I'm going to go with each one that I'm getting. So something's happened here. So for many of you, there has been some sort of an ending to this connection. And for many of you, it may have come out of nowhere. Like, you know, one day you guys were so happy, everything was great. And then the next day, just something big happened. Either there was a big fight, something came out that caused a big disagreement. Somebody was abrupt. I'm also feeling for some of you, there was some sort of a ghosting energy here. Like one day this person was professing their love for you, how much they want to be with you, how much they enjoy spending time with you. And the next day they may have just completely withdrawn, or you just didn't hear from them. Okay, so that's for some of you as well. But whatever this was, it really did come out of nowhere. It felt very abrupt. Even if you knew that something was not quite right, because I do feel with the Tower's energy that you may have group 2 intuitively, very spiritually, because of your connection to spirit. You may have been feeling that something is brewing. Okay, so I feel like you may have felt that something is brewing that feels off, that this person may be going through something that feels off. They may be hiding something that feels off. There's something they're not saying. Okay. And so you may have intuitively felt this. So you may have, for many of you, you may have decided not to address it. You may have thought, okay, well, this is just a feeling I have, but I don't know if it means anything. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is also saying, group 2, when you get these intuitive hits, when you're starting to feel that something is not quite right, something is not sitting with me, something doesn't quite make sense, to listen to that, to listen to that, because that is Spirit's voice guiding you. Okay, so right now, your person, they are reeling right now from whatever it is that has happened here. Even if they're the ones who stepped away, even if they're the ones who either ghosted or something came out about them, they are very much affected by what that is. They are reeling from the loss of you, even if it is temporary, even if it's, not something that either of you feel will be over the long term. But whatever this was, whether it was a fight, a disagreement, something that came out about this person, right now they are thinking about you. They're thinking about what happened over and over again, and they are reeling from it, as in they are in a state of stress. They're in a state of frenzy. I'm almost getting like a manic kind of a state, like they just keep going over it again and again. There's a part of them that is shocked. There's a part of them that is like, what the hell am I going to do now? Like, how did this happen? Interesting with this Page of Swords being the central energy, I feel that they so much want to explain something to you. Okay? There's an explanation here. For those of you who feel like something happened here that is beyond explanation, or that you don't understand how this could have happened, what the heck is this? Some of you are still in a mystery about it. I feel like with this Tower's energy, for those of you who there may have been something abrupt, like an abrupt ending, there may have been some information or something that came out, but you feel like it's incomplete. You feel like you're not seeing the full picture. I feel like for many of you, you feel, again, with this Page of Swords energy, that your person may have held back the full picture. So like you may have some knowledge of something that is going on, but you don't feel like you're seeing everything. You still feel like there are certain parts of whatever this is that are being hidden from you. So group 2, you may be wanting to have more information. You may be desiring this person to come forward and tell you more, especially if they've been silent. You may have this desire to know more. You may have this desire that, hey, I deserve to know more about what the heck happened here, because there are gaps in my knowledge, there are gaps in what I can see, and it's not fair to me. And I feel like Spirit is saying that's absolutely true. It is not fair to you. But I also feel that in the way that your person is thinking about you right now, that is one of the reasons why they are feeling very, very depressed and in despair right now, because they do want to explain to you. They want to tell you why this happened. They want to tell you what is behind that Tower's energy, but they may still not be ready to do so. There may be something here that they are just dreading or afraid to tell you. So it may be that that is why they are being silent right now, because they are kind of preparing themselves for the conversation. But do know that they very much do desire to explain. Okay, I'm getting an energy here of them knowing that you deserve an explanation. You deserve to know the truth. They are understanding of that, but they are also kind of dealing with their own lack of bravery or courage around this truth. And so I feel like what they're trying to do first, group 2, is to find balance in themselves first. This Nine of Cups energy, like if there is a separation right now between the two of you, or if there's not necessarily a separation, you're still together, but you're not communicating. People have just said, okay, this Tower was really, really heavy. Okay, this Tower was very difficult. I don't feel like I'm in a place right now where I can talk. You may have said this. You may have said this to each other. So I feel like this Nine of Cups energy may be an energy that you're both mirroring, that you're both equally in this energy right now, where you're just trying to focus on what makes you happy, what's going to bring you back into balance, what's going to make you feel secure again. Because I do feel very deeply that this Tower, whatever this Tower represents to you both, I feel like it was very destabilizing. Okay, this Tower's energy really knocked the two of you off your feet. It really put you both in a very difficult, very dark place. And in order to even start to come back to each other, I feel like the first step is to come back to yourself. And that's what this Nine of Cups energy is all about. Okay, how can you come back to yourself? Is it possible? Yes. I feel like that is what your person is thinking about. I feel like they are trying to find their bearings again. They're trying to make sense of what happened. They're trying to feel stable again, because there's a tremendous sense of fear and panic that they're feeling right now. They're asking themselves the question, have I lost you? Have we lost each other? Is this going to be permanent? Either a permanent separation, or, you know, what are we going to say when we do talk? I mean, we're still together. We still love each other, but we're not talking right now, or we're just, maybe you're talking, but you're only talking about the weather, you know? You know what I mean? Like really not, like maybe there is an elephant here in the room that is not being discussed. right? Something happened here and now you're both silent about that. You don't want to be separate. You don't want to be in separation. So you're talking about simple things like the weather and what you're going to have for dinner today, you know, like trying to keep the conversation non-controversial. Why? Because it's going to be important for the two of you to come back into this Nine of Cups, which is to center yourself, which is to calm yourself, and to get back to an equilibrium where you feel like, okay, I'm going to focus on making myself happy, making myself calm. What is it that I find joy in? Because this tower has really knocked me off of my energy. It's knocked it's knocked the socks off of me. Like, I need to regroup. So I'm really feeling like your person is frantically thinking of you, but also trying to regroup, as are you. Okay, so with this Three of Cups energy coming through here at the bottom of the deck, this to me, for some of you, represents that this may have come from some third-party situation. Doesn't need to be romantic. Okay, so this tower may have revealed something that is very difficult for the two of you to navigate, and that is why you are both right now maybe quiet and trying to figure out how you want to navigate this. This tower's energy may have also brought out a third party information in terms of your person maybe not being able to move forward because they have other responsibilities, or they don't want to, rock the boat with other people in their life. And that may be something that you didn't know or did not realize. But I also feel that this Three of Cups represents a desire that both of you have to get over this tower and to come back together and some sort of celebration. Like, oh my gosh, we went through something brutal here. Okay, this was brutal. This could have torn us apart, but we worked through it, we got through it, and now we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this Three of Cups also can represent the two of you rejoicing in actually getting over that tower, working through it, perhaps even looking for support from family and friends to help you get through it. Because Three of Cups is also about, good times, hanging out with the people that love you, connecting, with each other as well as the people you love, and all of you sharing in that experience of loving this connection, blessing this connection, and moving forward by putting this past behind you. Okay, so I feel like this Three of Cups can also represent, for many of you, a beautiful energy of that reconciliation. No, we're going to get through this. It may be tough right now, it may be brutal right now, but when we do get through this, we are going to celebrate. And we're going to celebrate by moving forward in this connection, and we're going to celebrate by bringing the other people that we love into this celebration. So that's a really good thing as well. So let's take a look. Let's go deeper in terms of what your person is. See, there you go. What's your person? Are you on their mind? Yes, you are. And what are they actually thinking? Beautiful, see? So there's something here about acceptance that is coming through. And I feel like, wow, look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's an offer. Wow, okay. So the other thing that I'm feeling here, and this to me is also very reminiscent here of this Three of Cups, as we were talking about this energy, this thought process that your person is having, and you may be having as well, group 2, is that whatever has happened from this tower, it may be really, really big, but it may be the thing that needed to be worked through. It may be the thing, the biggest or greatest obstacle or challenge that once it is resolved between the two of you, once the two of you got it out into the open, no matter how ugly, scary, yucky it was, right? You got the good, the bad, and the ugly out in the open through that tower. Maybe that needed to come out. Maybe the process that the two of you are now going to go through to resolve whatever that was is going to finally put the two of you in an empowered place where you both are going to deeply learn from this. And while in this particular phase, it may feel insurmountable, it may feel like this heavy burden on your shoulders, it may feel like this deep, dark challenge, like, okay, how are we ever going to get through this? What are we going to do? How are we going to deal with this, right? I feel like there's an energy here of spirits saying that sometimes the greatest challenge that comes up in a relationship between two people who love one another can be their greatest source of reconciliation. It can be their greatest source of coming to a deeper understanding of who you are, of who they are, and who you are together. And who do you want to be together? So this is really powerful, group 2. I feel like this tower has come down, and yeah, it's going to be brutal right now. You may be feeling the effects of it, but I feel like Spirit is saying that it's going to take you both into the energy of surrendering to your real power, your full power. This very much is like the Strength card in tarot, right? So this tower, or this challenge that you are going through right now, whether it was abrupt, whether it happened overnight, or whether you felt it brewing over time, is going to become your greatest strength. As in, as the two of you work through it, as the two of you face it head on, which you will. Even if right now you're kind of in your corners trying to figure it out, at some point you will come face to face to work this out. And in that process, you will find your full power. You will step into the full power of who you are together as a couple, and what you want that relationship, that connection to look like, to feel like, and to be moving forward. Because look, if you're in some form of separation, you're getting the reconciliation card, which is so beautiful. And I feel like you're also getting the card of some sort of a proposal. Look at this. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So to me, this also represents that for those of you who are in that phase of life and this is what you want some sort of a proposal of marriage or commitment, this may represent the exact offer that you may be wanting. This may represent the next step of commitment that you both want as you move forward from this tower's energy. As you come into this reconciliation, you may be getting a diamond ring. And if not, you may be giving a diamond ring. Not just getting, depends on who you are and what the situation is. You may be giving a diamond ring, you may be getting a diamond ring, or this diamond just may represent the gift of love that you're giving each other, the gift of acceptance. Because I feel like as you guys come out of any kind of silence or separation, as you guys find your equilibrium, find your balance again through this Nine of Cups, really find your own sense of peace and joy again, and come back to face this challenge and work it out. What you may find along this process is that you may come to fully accept each other as you are. As in, you may come to acceptance of whatever needs to be accepted here in order to move forward. And not just, one-sided. What is it that you need to accept about them? And what is it that they need to accept about you? Right? This is a mutual acceptance. This is a mutual understanding. This is a mutual commitment to unconditionally accept each other and to see if you can practice unconditional love, right? Unconditional acceptance warts and all, right? None of us are perfect. We all have our good points, bad points. We all have it. Something within this tower's energy has revealed, maybe in a very forceful way, okay? Maybe revealed in a very shocking way what those things are. And now Spirit is saying that it is up to the two of you to figure out how can you practice acceptance. Is there forgiveness that needs to happen here? Is there acceptance that needs to happen here? What is the conversation that needs to be had here so that you guys can come more powerfully into your full power? Because there is tremendous power. There's tremendous power in acceptance, right? There's tremendous power in mutual acceptance, not just one-sided, like, okay, one person has to accept and tolerate and the other does not. No, this is about equal partnership with both of you stepping into your full power as individuals and stepping into your full power as a couple that is connected deeply to one another and that is connected deeply to the future that you both want, right? To the future that you both are working towards, the commitment here, which is just so beautiful. Wow, very powerful reading, group 2. Let's take a look at specific messages. What would they want to say to you? So I would love it if you could take a moment right now just to give this video a thumbs up, a like. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please do make sure to subscribe. It's absolutely free and you have no idea how powerful you are, because when you do, you're literally helping me put my older kiddo through college. He's already there. I miss him, but I'm so happy that he's loving it, and prepping my younger guy to also go to college soon. So all three of us really, really appreciate you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for your support. You're gorgeous both inside and out. Being around you brings peace and light to my life. See? So I feel like, to me, that is a confirmation of this beautiful energy right here, right? This energy of reconciliation after a difficult time. I'm living the consequences of my bad choices. I lost you and now I'm desperate to get you back. Okay, so there you have it. To me, that's a confirmation of this tower's energy. Okay, something's happened here. Maybe there's been some bad choices made. Maybe there's some, explanations that need to happen. And see, this is why I was saying from the beginning that there may be, for some of you, something here that your person needs to explain to you. Okay. They may have made some choices that they are not proud of, okay? They may be too ashamed or embarrassed to explain that, but they are desperate to get you back. I'm in a superficial relationship with someone else because I'm not ready for real love with you. All right, so that is a specific one. Take it as it resonates. Like I said, for some of you, there is some sort of a revelation about a third party. Doesn't have to be romantic, but in this case there is something there. Maybe there's a separation that's happened here and your person could not take the challenge of expanding, of stepping into full power, of really being in an equal relationship and equal partner with you. And maybe for some of you, they have, with this tower's energy, maybe they have kind of regressed into having a superficial relationship with somebody else because they're not ready for the depth of what stepping into your full power really means. Some people are not ready for that. Even though they love you, they are not ready to step into the intensity sometimes of a deep and powerful connection, right? So that is for some of you, not for everybody, but take it as it resonates. So let's get some next actions. What do they wish to do next? And stay with me till the end, because we will also be getting you guidance on timing as to when you may see a transformation or a shift in this connection. And at the end, we will also be getting you final advice from Spirit. All right, so let's see. What does your person want to do next? Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow, okay? This is a double offer here. Look at this, and we're even getting these beautiful flowers surrounding this diamond. And look, we're getting the same flowers here. I just feel like there's something here. There's an energy here of something blooming, okay? That once this is surpassed, right? Once we get past the heavier challenges of this, once you guys step into this full power and this acceptance, this reconciliation is going to lead to a very powerful offer. Oh my gosh, what a great confirmation of something we already saw. Somebody's getting an offer of an engagement, of marriage, gesture, whatever it is, moving in together, whatever commitment or offer you would truly want from this person, it is coming in. I love it. I so love this. Ooh, let's see what else. What else? All right, split energy. Okay, so for some of you, there may be some sort of, you know, a little bit of a time period here of this energy of, again, needing to do all of these things. But as that split energy dissipates, as, again, with that Page of Swords, look at it coming right underneath that Page of Swords, there is that sense of what is brewing, right? As in your person thinking about you, not wanting to lose you, frantic about losing you, right? And I feel like this split energy to me is, again, about them needing to explain things to you, okay? And it's interesting because I feel like it's very much this line right here, right? This is this, you know, this idea of I am split in my energy because I know that I don't want to lose you. But at the same time, in order to have you, to reconcile with you, or to have you in my life, I need to explain what the heck happened, right? And right now, I may not be ready to do that, right? So right now, they are living the consequences, right, of those choices. So I feel like you're going to see this, and it's going to resolve itself as your person starts coming out of this fear of that explanation. And when they come out of that fear of that explanation, that is when you'll work it out and that offer comes through. And in the meantime, see, there is such a powerful connection between the two of you. Look at this. This is the 5D. So for those of you who are in separation, you may be having dreams about this person, very vivid ones. You may be seeing, you know, angel numbers. You may be experiencing and seeing synchronicities through songs, messages. There is a very powerful 5D connection. And that is why I'm saying for many, many of you, I do feel that this connection is going to eventually override whatever has happened here with the Tower's energy. Okay, it's an overriding energy. This energy is more powerful than this, but the two of you have to be willing to work through that, right? And to come into acceptance. And as you do that, that is when you come into your full power as well as the full reconciliation. That can happen right here as well. Wow, very powerful reading. So let's get some guidance on timing. What's a fruitful time for these shifts to happen for you and this person? Okay, that is not bad. December. So I feel like between now and December is a very fruitful time for this connection to come into fruition, for you to, if you guys haven't been talking, between now and December will be a very fruitful time for these conversations to take place, for you to work through what needs to be worked through to come into this reconciliation. And you may be even getting that offer sometime before December. I love that. Okay, let's get Spirit's final advice for you today for our beautiful group 2. Spirit, please give group 2 your final advice. Go deeper. See? Oh my gosh. See, I told you there's something here. There is something here. There is a knowledge here. There's information here. There's an explanation here that is deeper than what you have experienced if you've experienced this tower. Okay? So there's something deeper here that the two of you definitely need to talk about, that you definitely need to work through. And as you do that, again, I feel like the rewards are going to be amazing when the two of you go deeper with each other. Love it. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. All right, my beautiful group 3 that chose the octopus. Let's take a look at, are you on your person's mind? So we'll start with your tarot and then we'll open up these oracle cards for you. Okay, Spirit, for our beautiful group 3. Are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time, group 3? We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, we have some big energies through the major arcana. And look at this, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Wow, really interesting, beautiful energy here. So are you on their mind? Yes, absolutely. And I feel like the first thing that they're really thinking about right now, and I feel like there's a lot of regret that is coming through as well. I'm getting an energy of regret. And part of that, I think the biggest part of that regret that your person is feeling right now is they feel that they were not fair to you. They feel that if there's, especially if you guys are in separation right now, or if you are together, I think it's the same energy. If you are in a relationship with this person currently, but you are struggling, maybe there's a lack of communication, maybe you're not, you know, feeling quite right about it, or if you're in separation, I feel like, again, the energy is the same. Your person right now, in terms of how they're thinking about you, is very much in terms of regret for the fact that they feel that they have been unfair to you, the fact that they feel that they haven't really been reciprocal in this relationship. They're starting to feel a lot of regret over the fact that maybe you have given to them more than they have been able to give back in this relationship. There's definitely a sense of imbalance coming through here. So you may be group 3 in this energy of, you know, I have given my everything, my all, my heart, my body, my soul, my mind. I've given everything to this connection. I have laid bare my soul to this person. Why am I not getting the same in return? So I feel like something has happened here where your person has begun to see that contradiction. Okay, they've begun to realize, or they have in a very in-your-face way. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there's a separation here that happened because this person was not giving, they were taking. And I feel like it wasn't their intention to do that. I'm not getting at all an energy that if they were the taker in this relationship, that they were doing it out of a sense of malice, or they're like a player who's playing you, or like they were like, you know, trying to manipulate you. I am not getting that energy at all. I'm not getting the energy of any kind of intentional harm or intentional manipulation. This is not the energy of one of those kind of human beings, like who are deliberately going into a connection knowing that they want to take, okay, knowing that they want to get something from you, or they want to manipulate you to get what they want. That is not the energy of this person. I feel like this person is feeling so much lament and regret because they feel like they were not conscious of the fact that they were taking too much without giving in return. Okay, they feel like they did not realize the extent to which they did not reciprocate your love, your caring, as in they did to a certain extent, but not to the extent that they should have. There was something here that you were giving to them that they were not giving back to you. And so that cycle, you know, of give and take, that cycle of reciprocity, like, you know, of love, like I am going to invest this in you. I'm going to give you these parts of myself. I'm going to give you my love, my care, my attention, my nurturing, my understanding, my acceptance. I feel like they receive that from you, but they didn't return all of those things back to you. And I feel like part of the reason for that is I feel like they have almost kind of like this excuse within them that, you know, they've been going through a very hard time, you know, things haven't worked out for them, like everything they tried to do kind of backfired or blew up in their face. I feel like this person has definitely a lot of excuses, okay? You may have heard these excuses from them. And again, I don't feel like they are a bad person or that they're deliberately trying to manipulate or get anything from you. But I do feel like this is somebody who has to work on their own excuses. This is somebody who has to stop making excuses for why they're not stepping up. And you may have realized this. You may have seen this in them already. And that may be the reason why you have, you know, group 3 really decided to claim your power and say, you know what, I'm not going to take the BS anymore. I'm not going to take the excuses anymore. You either step up or I step out. And I'm getting that energy. And I feel like for some of you who may have put your foot down and done that or are considering doing that, you're kind of getting to that point. I feel like it's almost like the kick in the pants that this person needs. Again, I don't feel that they're a bad person. I don't think that they're deliberately trying to play you. I do think that they need to come out of a phase that they're going through in their life where they're making excuses for why things aren't working out for them and for why they're not moving forward with you. And they need to really come out of that phase. Okay, but the good news here is that they are, or they are in the process of, because the Wheel of Fortune is such a beautiful energy. It's like the best card in tarot for your fortunes changing, for your outlook changing. And look, we got that with this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which tells us that your person, in terms of how much they are thinking about you at this time, they're also thinking about how they can be different with you. How the way that they were thinking before in this relationship got them nowhere. You know, got them to a place where they've disappointed you, right? Where you almost don't feel like you should put in more energy into this person. And again, that is that kick in the pants that they needed to want a new beginning, Ace of Swords, to want to think about this in a new way, right? To think about their behavior, their actions. It's time to look at it in a new way. It's time to do things differently. And this is why I feel that your person is getting these very powerful energies, 2 major arcana and 1 ace. Okay, so this tells us that in their thoughts about you at this time, your person is going through some major shifts. They're going through some major transformations. There's even a sense of like they're a bit embarrassed by the excuses that they've made. They're a bit, feeling that twinge of, was I really making those excuses? Like, what was I thinking? Like, I've been a little bit of a whiner, a little bit of a complainer. And you know what? That's okay. We all go through those phases. It's okay. We all whine and complain. It's part of being human. But I feel like it's okay to go through that phase, but we want to come out of it, right? And I feel like, again, if you have stepped away from this person, or if you have given them some sort of like a kick in the pants and said, you know what, I'm not dealing with the excuses anymore. I love you, but I need to move on, or I love you, but I need to rethink whether I want to be with you. Again, that is giving them a tremendous amount of inspiration and regret that it's time to take more risks. Because I feel like your person, part of the reason why they are not reciprocating and being an equal partner to you is also because they have been stuck in a rut in their life. They have been stuck kind of like not doing the things that need to be done to get done in order to move forward, not only in their relationship with you, but also in other aspects of their life. There's a part of them that has stopped taking risks. And I don't mean risks in a bad way, but I mean risks in a good way, that the kinds of calculated risks and adventures that we can go on in order to always be moving forward in our life. And that way we are moving forward in every aspect of our life. We're taking risks in love, as in like we're opening up our heart. We're letting ourselves feel. We are letting ourselves be vulnerable. We are open to feeling deep things with each other, like feeling these deep emotions. They're open to feeling these deep emotions with you. And I feel like they haven't been in the past. And part of the reason why is because of lack of reciprocity, right? The way that they're closed off, kind of unwilling to take risks with their heart shows up or manifests in your connection and through their behavior is that by them not being reciprocal. So if you have been open and vulnerable and willing to take a risk with them, they haven't shown you yet that they are willing to do the same. Okay, so this is why I feel like this energy is going to be really important for them. Getting the Fool as their central energy is really about them thinking through the ways in which they have disappointed you, the ways in which they have let you down, because they haven't been willing to risk their heart, risk their emotions. And in the same ways that they're not taking any fun risks that are good, right? Like opening themselves up to doing new things, to having new experiences. And to exploring new experiences and deeper emotions with you really does require the sense of I'm ready to take this leap of faith. Because the Fool's energy is also about taking a leap of faith, being able to just kind of jump off that cliff, knowing that the love is there, knowing that you will be there for them. You will catch one another as you take this risk. You will be there to support each other. It is okay to take that leap of faith because love will be there. Love will be there to catch you. And I feel like that's a realization that they are coming to, right? And that is why they are seeking this change, this Wheel of Fortune. They're seeking for this Wheel of Fortune to change this cycle with you that has actually not been reciprocal, not been balanced, not really been the meeting of two minds, hearts, bodies, and souls that are ready to give to each other equally. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune shows their desire to change. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. Look at this. We're getting make the effort and surrender to effortlessness. So there is a definite emphasis here, group 3, from Spirit on the idea of effort. Okay. And again, isn't this so interesting that we're getting the word effort twice? Wow. And again, that is what that Six of Pentacles is all about, right? Your person right now may be on the outs with you, as in you may be on the outs with them. You may have rejected them temporarily right now because you want to see the effort. You stepped into your own power by saying, you know what? I've given you so much. Now I'm going to step back and I'm going to see what effort you make towards me. I want to see your level of commitment, your level of reciprocity. I want to see you make the effort. And I feel like they are feeling this very deeply. Okay. And again, I feel like this whole Fool and Wheel of Fortune is all about them coming into this energy of it is time for me to step up. It is time for me to show what I'm made of. So in their thoughts of you, they are planning how to do this. They are stepping up to the idea of, I need to make a true effort towards this connection. I can't just take anymore. It's time for me to give to this connection. And I feel like they're also asking themselves, where is it that they haven't made the effort that they should have? I feel like they are very much exploring. They're very much exploring the gaps in their own behavior. And I feel like they really haven't been conscious of that so far. So like if you've seen up till this point, if you have felt that they have taken a lot without giving, it's almost like they did that very unconsciously, very mindlessly, right? Like they were just kind of in the moment and they were just kind of going with it. There was no sense of intentionality. And I feel like if you guys have been in separation and you've had that space, maybe there's little contact, maybe there's no contact, it is giving them the opportunity to step into understanding where they didn't make the effort, right? And kind of getting very intentional about, hey, you know what? I didn't make an effort about this. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. What was I thinking? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? And I feel like part of the reason why they maybe seemed more nonchalant in the relationship, you know, they may have had a very kind of easygoing, nonchalant, like, yeah, it's all good. You know, we're just getting to know each other. You know, we care about each other. We're just, you know, there's this sense of, you know, not thinking too deeply about it, but just going with the experience. And I feel like part of the reason why they were like that is because they do have a sense of like, oh, you know, if it's meant to be, it will just happen. So this is why I feel like we're getting this split of effortlessness versus effort, right? Because I feel like part of the reason why they may have come off a bit casual or not putting in the kind of reciprocity that you are looking for, the kind of reciprocity that you actually deserve, may be a little bit from this philosophy that, hey, when things are meant to be, they just kind of fall into place. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. You know, it shouldn't be work. You shouldn't have to put in a lot of effort. You know, love should be effortless. They may have a little bit of that free-spirited attitude towards it. But I feel like what they're doing right now is they're actually also understanding that there is a happy balance, okay, between these two. And again, that Six of Pentacles also very much represents what is the healthy balance where you know that you are making an effort to move this relationship forward, but it doesn't feel like some sort of like deep, hard labor, like, oh, nothing works, we gotta push at this, we gotta pull at that, oh my God, this relationship is so much work, work, work. It's not that, right? Like, there's a healthy balance between feeling like, wow, we just have this very natural connection and things are just naturally moving forward, but we also care about being intentional, and that we do care about putting in the effort to move it forward without feeling that sense of hardship, right? So I feel like your person right now is really seeking to strike that balance. You know, again, that Six of Pentacles, where is that balance between it feeling very natural, where the attraction is so powerful, it's just naturally there, it's magnetic, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. Because see, there's a very powerful magnetic attraction between the two of you. And this is one of the reasons why your person is so attracted to you, why they feel so deeply magnetized towards you, why even if there is a separation right now, the level of connection has not changed. So you may be feeling this in the 5D, even if you're not experiencing it currently in the 3D, right? Like there may be a lull in the 3D, but you may be feeling or experiencing group 3 a very deep, like almost like right now, the lack of the 3D is being kind of taken care of by the 5D, at least temporarily, until the 3D comes back into alignment, right? So there is a very deep magnetic pull right now between the two of you. And I feel like that pull is leading to this beautiful caterpillar energy. And look at this. Look at what this card says. It says, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. See? There is a big change coming. And I love this because look at this Wheel of Fortune. To me, this is two Wheel of Fortune energies. Very, very powerful energies of a shift in this connection, in the energy, and in the way the two of you connect, the way the two of you talk, and the way the two of you navigate. So there's a powerful transformation that is coming. There's a powerful change that is coming. So if you feel group 3 that you've been in a more difficult cycle with your person, and that cycle has been very trying, it's been very exhausting, it's been very depleting, I feel like Spirit is saying that there is going to be a great reward when the cycle shifts, for all the effort that you have put in, for all of the love that you've poured into this. There is a change coming, and there's a shifting in this cycle. I love this beautiful caterpillar because it's really all about transformation. And this change that is coming is going to be very profound. And it's so beautiful because it's also coming with this Ace of Swords. So this tells us that your person right now is actively working on their mindset. They're actively working on being more intentional about how they show up with you and this connection, and that this change is very, very powerful. It's going to open up a whole new dimension to this relationship, to this connection that maybe you haven't experienced until now, right? So this is something that you want to prepare yourself for because I feel like it's going to be quite powerful here. So let's get into specific messages. What would they say to you? So at this point, I would really appreciate if you could take just 1 second and give this video a thumbs up, a like. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and you have no idea how powerful you are. When you subscribe, you're literally helping me put my older kiddo through college. He's already there. I miss him a lot, but I'm so happy that he loves it there. And I'm also prepping my younger one to also go to college. So yeah, single mom here, you know, and I know the community is also full of amazing single moms who are rocking it in the world. And the three of us really do appreciate all of your love and support. I keep getting signs that remind me of you. I can't ignore them anymore. I need to reach out to you. See? So I was saying there is something here for those of you who there's a separation here. See? What was I saying? That there is a very deep 3D, 5D connection. So even if there's a separation in the 3D, there's a magnetic pull. And what did I say? You may be seeing signs. Wow, there you go. You may be seeing signs, synchronicities. And here it is, your person is seeing them as well. So if it's not just you, if you've been seeing them, you are mirroring each other. Wow, you are mirroring each other. And that magnetic pull in the 5D. Wow, so powerful, group 3. We come from different worlds. Our perspectives can clash sometimes. Can we work this out? See, there you go. Again, see, I told you there is a perspective shift, right? We said your person is working on their mindset. They are deeply regretting how they have behaved, and they know that they didn't approach this right. So this is the same thing. Maybe it's because you guys may come from very different experiences. Maybe you are in a, for some of you, this may be translating to like some sort of a long distance relationship. You may be in separate cities, states, countries even. You may come from different cultures. Maybe you have different ways that you were raised. Maybe it's different spiritual or religious beliefs. There's something here for some of you, take it as it resonates, where maybe just the way that you see things or the way you see relationships is a different world from the way they see it. And that is why there's some sort of a clashing here where there wasn't that reciprocity. But this is why I feel like your person, this shows again their determination here to work things out. Wow, so beautiful. I can't go against my family. I let them have too much control over me. I'm stuck now. So this may be another reason. So again, this is very specific. This may be for some of you, not for everybody. But take this as it resonates. Maybe the lack of reciprocity here, the lack of risk-taking here, right? The lack of your person really wanting to put themselves out there with you, to really take that leap of faith, may come from a family block. Right? Their inability to reciprocate, their inability to give you an equal relationship, and their inability to take the risk of maybe their family won't like it, right? But can they step up into their own power and say, it doesn't matter because who I am and what I want and the love that I share is more important to me, right? And I'm going to stand up for that. I'm going to fight for that. So for some of you, that may be the reason why your person is struggling through this. But either way, I still see that the connection is so strong that they are trying to come up with a new strategy, a new resolution, some sort of an answer to whatever this problem is, if it is a family-related one. So let's take a look at their next steps, and also stay with me because we'll also get guidance on timing as to when you may see shifts in this connection. And then we're going to end with final advice from Spirit for you as you move forward. So we have hesitation. Yeah, see? So for some of you, there's definitely this, this is what you have been experiencing with that Six of Pentacles, right? There's a hesitation to be compromised, okay? There's been a hesitation to give as much as they have been receiving. And I think that is also a deep regret that they have. Yeah, see, creativity. So here's the thing. I feel like your person deeply regrets their hesitation, okay, to move forward properly with you, or to, put in the effort to give you the equal relationship that you deserve, right? They regret that they have hesitated. And there could be many reasons for that. See, we see this. There could be family reasons. There could be different beliefs. There could be third-party situations. There could be many reasons for this hesitation, okay? But they regret that. And they know that if they continue to hesitate, it is going to lead to them losing you. So this is why I feel like what they are trying to work on here is to change this with this Wheel of Fortune. And they're trying to do it by some sort of compromise and some sort of creative thinking. Okay, so if you guys are experiencing specific obstacles that have to do with family or other third-party situations, like I said, doesn't have to be romantic, can be any obstacle that's getting in the way, you may see that your person is willing to take that leap of faith with you by creating some sort of a compromise. You know, by coming up with some sort of creative solution with this Ace of Swords energy that they can compromise with family members or whatever are their other responsibilities. Now, for those of you who it's not about family, it's more about them, I feel like it's the same energy. They want to come to some sort of a mutual understanding with you, right? They are looking for how they can compromise their own, compromise on, some of their old outdated beliefs and let go of those and come to a mutual understanding so that you both can step into this very sacred and beautiful space of creativity together. Because this is all about co-creation, right? It can't be a one-sided thing. Right up till now, group 3, you may feel like you were the one who was carrying the load here. You were the one who was doing all the heavy lifting in this relationship. But it has to be a co-creation for it to be powerful, beautiful, satisfying, and for you to move forward. And I feel like that's what your person has realized, that they need to step into the energy of co-creation, because that's the only way this is truly going to work for both of you. Wow, look at this one day. So we have fast moving energy here. So you may see a shift here even within the next one day. Wow. Wow. 1 day to May. I just thought I'd draw another one if you wanted a range. This one's a faster moving energy, but I feel like this shows us that this is something that you are going to definitely be working on and working towards together. Okay, so you may see a very fast shift here. And as you see the shift, you may find that within this time period, you guys are really working out all of whatever the issues are and moving forward. So what is final advice here from Spirit? Assess the situation. Okay, so when this person reaches out to you, right, when they want to show you that they are ready to move forward and show you how they plan to provide more effort, to provide more reciprocity, I think Spirit is saying that will be a wonderful time for you to assess or reassess the situation very closely and then decide what it is that you want to do. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all